Hello, it is Dr. Siobhan here. I am so excited to feature another one of our amazing guest speakers at the Glam Getaway, which is happening here in New Jersey, December 8th and 9th. It is 1 month away, like literally 1 month away, and I
Oh,
cannot
yeah,
believe it.
seriously.
I can't believe it. I'm so excited. I'm like literally counting down the days and the hours. So if you guys have been catching any of these live streams before, you know that this is the opportunity that I have to introduce you to some of the amazing speakers that will be working all together to make sure that you have an incredible and valuable and life-changing time at the Glam Getaway. And so I'm super excited for tonight's conversation. And I'm going to let her introduce herself however she would like to introduce herself. I'm sure she'll be very modest, but this is a powerhouse woman, and I'm so honored to have as part of the team. So take it away.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Siobhan. My name is Dieula Previlon, and I feel like I have so many stories. I don't know where to begin. Well, I'm married for almost 20 years. To a
Wow.
wonderful man of God, and we have three sons, and my oldest is 19, and we have twins that are 16. I'm a Christian, and I know I'm a Christian, and I love Jesus. I love everything about God. I love what God is able to do through just ordinary people's lives. I love how he can transform just the smallest of people and turn them into the greatest testimony for his name. And that's the foundation of who I am, what I do in ministry, as a career, as everything. It's just his finger, his thumbprint is just interwoven into everything that I do. That's a little bit of who I am. I'm a pastor. I'm an associate pastor at Redeemer Covenant Church in Carrollton, Texas. I founded Elevate Her, which is a nonprofit that empowers women to find healing from trauma. And so we do some of that work in Haiti. We just came back from Brazil not even 2 weeks
I
ago.
know. It was
And
like I literally think it was 1 week. I think I
I
came back
know.
too. Like I was like, I know you're just off the plane.
Exactly.
You probably haven't even like reset your circadian rhythm yet.
I know. It was maddening. It was maddening. It was a quick trip with myself and Betty, one of my best friends, and she went on the trip with us, and that was wonderful. And I also do some private practice work. I'm a licensed professional counselor, so my plate is full with everything that I do, but I love everything that I do and who I am in Christ, and his thumbprint being on everything that I do. So I love that.
Awesome,
Yes.
awesome. So tell me, Jula, when you think about glam, right? And what you've heard about it so far and what you've been reading and thinking about, what is it? Like if you were to describe some to someone, right? If you could describe it to someone, they're like, okay, Julie, you're going to New Jersey in December. Like, what are you doing? Like, what is this getaway all about? How would you describe it?
It's funny because I was sitting with the theme today. It's a beautiful theme, by the way. It's glam. God's love abides in me. And I'm a Jesus freak, and I love everything Jesus. And so when I started thinking of the concept, the theme, the verse that stood out was John 15:4. I'm sure a lot of people have, or the connection was there. John 15:4, where Jesus, was basically saying, abide in me and I in you.
Yes.
And if you abide in me, you will bear fruit. And so that's what I envision glam to be, a time where women can learn to abide, to find refueling, to find refreshment from the tree, from the vine. God says, can can a tree branch bear fruit without being a part of the vine? So it's like women coming together to be refueled, to be refreshed from the vine, in order to bear fruit. So it's so beautiful. It's like, come and drink from the well in
Yeah.
order to bear fruit. And I love that. I love anything dealing with, self-care, dealing with listening, dealing with paying attention to your soul, to your heart, to your spiritual self. And that's what I envision Glam to be. It's a weekend of just abiding, and just lavishing in self-care, in refueling, and in refreshing, through God, and then you can bear fruit. I love the fruit part of it. I'm like, do you want to bear fruit? So abide in me and I in you, so it's beautiful. I really love it.
Thank you. Thank you. I love the word lavish. Like
Yes.
lavish self-care.
Yes.
Wonderful way to think
Yes.
about it. And I love the concept of bearing fruit, because a lot of times as women, we are trying to do all of the things, and we get in this rat race where it sometimes feels like we're just like on a hamster wheel, just like spinning, doing. And like at the end of the day, we're like, what do I have to show for it?
Right.
Whether that's in our relationships, in our career, in our health, financially even.
Right.
I think it touches upon all areas of our lives. And in order to really get that breakthrough in whatever thing you've been trying to work on in your life, I do think, just like you said, we've got to go to the vine, because that's where it all starts. I love it. Yeah. So what made you decide to be a part of this, right? So it's sort of like, okay, well, you just came from Brazil, you travel a lot, you're in Texas. It's like, and you were just in New Jersey not too long ago, and so now I'm bringing you back. So when I first reached out to you, what sort of tugged at you to be a part of this event?
Well, first of all, I really love your spirit. I really do love your spirit and the work that you're doing. I love empowering women. And when I see women doing good work, I want to encourage them. I want to be of support. I want to stand with them. And so it was you, partly because of you, because I want to stand with you. I want to support you. And I want you to be even greater than you are today. And I think when women can stand with one another, we do such great work. We bear so much great fruit, lush fruit, beautiful, sweet fruit, So I want to tell you that, there's something just empowering about you, and just what you're doing, and just the vibe that you have, the vibe of encouraging others and making others better. Anybody who's in the business of trying to help others be better, I'm right there with you.
Signing up.
Yes, sign me up, because I think that's gospel truth right there, and that's what you're doing. So I want to encourage you in that. And secondly, I love encouraging people all together to grow deeper in their walk, to grow deeper in their career, to go even deeper into their walk with God, and I just love that. I just love empowering people. I love when I sit next to someone that they can, because of my presence, because of the God in me, that they can be a little bit better than before they met me. So I see that in you. I see that in Glam, in the work that you're stepping forward into doing and intending on doing. I see women coming out and being more empowered, and just doing more in life. So that's one of the reasons I wanted to be a part of it. Any movement that's about moving women from one position to another, or position of lack to a position of fullness, sign me up. And that's what I believe Glam is doing. Yeah. So
yes, thank you. That is all the things in my head. So this event is pretty unique. It sort of speaks to so many different aspects of who we are as women. At the
Mm-hmm.
core, for sure, is God. And I think, you know, at God's core is love. And so to me, it's
Yeah.
about loving ourselves. It's about
Yes.
lavishing
Yes.
ourselves. One of the things as I've been wrestling in my own like conversations about stepping out and doing something of this magnitude, it's also about really being able to like live life without fear, step into
Right.
the unknown,
Oh
and all
yeah.
of those things. And so,
Oh yeah.
with that, though, right, I'm like, I didn't want this to feel like church, right? It's sort of like, yes,
Right.
it is about spirituality. And I think a lot of times, and I know even as I think about my own upbringing and my evolution in terms of my own relationship with God, it's sort of like we do church, and I'm talking to you as an associate pastor. It's like we do church, and then we
Mm-hmm.
don't know really how to connect with the love that's inside of us. And I think that causes
Right.
us to show up in relationships in other areas of our lives, not as the best version of ourselves. And we build walls, we live in fear and doubt, and it just takes us further and further away from who
Right.
we're actually created to be and being able to live a fulfilling and abundant life. And
Right.
so I'm
Right.
excited about the little ways that Glam touches on all of the dimensions of who we are as women.
Right.
So, right,
Right.
this Friday night session, which I'm like so excited about,
Yeah.
is like all about the lavish self-care and pampering, right? So
Yeah.
we've got
Mm-hmm.
massages, we've got mini makeovers,
I
we've got
love it.
professional photography, a health coach, a stylist, we've got personality assessments, we've got some wonderful past hors d'oeuvres. And you know, that evening to me is just sort of like a girls' night out. Like, let's
Yeah. Absolutely.
together, chat it up, get to know each other. And then Saturday, we hit the ground running. I am a morning person, and I love starting my day very intentionally with meditation and prayer. And we're going to have that on Saturday. And in addition, I'm bringing in a yoga instructor to actually
Whoa. Ooh.
literally teach us yoga. Like, she will bring the mats, like literally
I
just like
love
put
it.
on some clothes and show up for us.
I love it.
I do too. And then Saturday, you know, after that is where the work happens. So I think what
Yeah.
makes Glam a little bit unique than other conferences or retreats or other things we might go to is that this is sort of an exercise based, like you're doing the work, right? And so I
Right.
love going to places inspired by the speakers and inspired by the
Right.
stories, and you are part of that experience for people. And then me being sort of Miss Action oriented, I'm like, what am I doing now? Like, what am I supposed to do now? And
What are the
so
next
no one
steps?
should walk away with that question, because we're going to do it now in the actual event. And there's plenty of
That's
time
awesome.
do those self-care exercises, to do those self-development exercises that we know we should be doing something in that space. Sometimes we don't know what we should be doing. We don't know
Mm-hmm.
how we should be doing. And so you'll have that expert guidance from the entire team on that day. And then I feel like the cherry on top of the Sunday is like this shopping trip and just a shopping trip. Just good.
That's
So,
awesome.
right? So, Dieula, as I like lay it all out there for you and for anyone who's listening, who's like, oh, that stuff sounds like me.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you most excited about, like in terms of you personally? Because not only are you a panel member and part of the team, but you are experiencing this event just the same. So what will you be running to do and super excited about?
You know, I'm really looking forward to Friday night. Friday night, of just getting an opportunity to meet other women, to just be still for a moment, because I'm traveling and I'm preaching and I'm counseling and I'm leading and I'm always hosting. I'm the mom and I'm the a wife, and so there are so many things I'm involved in where I'm leading and I'm hosting. So Friday, I'm looking at being cared for instead of caring for
Or
people.
someone? Yes, yes.
So I when I was reading it, and I'm like, Yeah, this is it. Friday is my thing. You know, I want to be cared for. I want to be pampered just a little bit. And I want to receive that, you know, because when you're in the business or the ministry of serving others, you forget about yourself so often. That you have to literally be intentional about caring for yourself. So Friday is the day I'm
To your
looking
day,
forward to.
right? It's Dieula Day
Hands
Friday.
down. That's me. That's me all day.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Yes,
I love
yes.
it. That is awesome. Let me get the rest of my questions because I'm like all in Friday in my head. I'm like,
Oh
yep, me
yeah.
too, me too. I'm like,
Hmm.
pretend like I'm not the leader of this because I need my moment.
Exactly.
And it's
Exactly.
funny because a lot of the things that I need them just as much as everyone else do. Like I am
Oh
a
yeah.
consumer of my own products. Um,
Absolutely.
and so
Absolutely.
one of the things people ask me a lot of times is, you know, because I'm a marriage and life coach, they know me in that space of only married women. Whenever I do events, people are always like, "Is this just for married women? Like, or can other people come?" And so, you know, as someone that has a little bit of behind the scenes preview of what's going to be happening, who would you say this event is for? Like, how would you describe the woman who will love and thrive in the environment of the Glam Getaway?
You know, I think this event is for all women, you know, because just from traveling around the world, there is a theme that about women that is interwoven into whatever culture, whatever you know, position you hold, whatever role you have. As women, you know, we carry a lot of burdens. We do so much, whether you're married or single, we're into so many different things. And I think any women who are just ready and you just want to take a little bit of your load off for just a little while so you can get some self-care, some refueling, some listening to your life. I mean, any women just looking for that, and I think every woman needs it because I mean, like just today, I was sharing some stories with friends about just the burden they carry and just the different things that happen in their lives and just the things that create sadness and depression and anxiety. I mean, the stories are, although we go from different contexts, whether you're married or single or you're Brazilian, you're Haitian, it's the burdens are almost similar. It has a
Yeah,
similar
yeah,
impact. It has a similar
it's
impact
universal.
to women, you
Yeah,
know. It is so universal. And so we need that time to refuel, to hear from other women, to sit with other women, to recommit to other women and say, I got your back, you know, and I will help you carry this burden. You know, we will go and do some self-care together, you know. So it's like the ultimate
yeah.
girls trip.
Yes,
It's the
it is.
ultimate
I
girls
love
trip.
it.
I love it. I
I
love it.
love that you see it that way.
Yeah.
So if you were to describe what people can expect in like 3 to 5 words, what would be some of the words that you would actually use?
You know, I would really say stress free,
Mm.
refueling towards purpose. You hear that?
Ah,
Stress free, refueling towards purpose. I think a lot of time we underestimate self care. We really do. You know, I've had people, you know, I've said, you need to be still. You need to create space. You need to be a little silent, get a little silent. And all of that, there's purpose in that, you know? And the purpose for that is when you can actually take care of yourself and listen to yourself and pamper yourself and get that massage and eat that meal that you have not been able to sit down and eat a meal, a good meal. When you are able to do those things, you are positioning yourself towards
yeah,
your purpose because you cannot hear about your purpose unless you sit down and listen to yourself, unless you get that dose of self-care, unless you're able to really be at a fully relaxed state and you're paying attention. If you're not paying attention to yourself, to your body, what your body, like what this pain in my knee is saying, or that thing in my gut is saying, you know, that frustration is saying, unless you're ready to listen to those things. And I love the different types of activities you have laid out for us to engage in, because it's using the different types of ways that we listen, we pay attention. You know, you're doing yoga, we're doing yoga, something for the body. You know, we're doing the massage, something to relax you. We're doing the food, something to just tell us that, you know, it's okay to lavish in good food and good taste and things like that. Pay attention to what you're doing, to the chewing, to the eating. So it's good. So I believe it's stress-free refueling towards your purpose. That's in 5 words.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I like that a lot, especially the stress-free.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And so, Dieula, as much as we're excited about it, right? As much as we could talk to the cows come home about why everybody needs to be there, there's some woman watching who's probably like, oh, I don't know. And I find a lot of times that whenever we have an opportunity to do something to better ourselves, to speak to our higher calling, to lead us more into our purpose and what we were put on this earth for and to be, that we experience resistance. And it manifests itself a lot of times in the form of excuses. And so what might be an excuse that's bumping around in someone's head right now that might prevent them from being a part of this experience? And what would you say to that excuse?
Yeah, I mean, I can think of 3. Money, lack of time, and who will do the things that I'm responsible for, right? And those are valid. They're real. I mean, they are real. But my pushback would be, you know, when it comes to self-care, when it comes to your purpose, when it comes to aligning yourself to your purpose, it's a sacrifice and it's a fight. You know, you will have all these things fighting for your attention. And so you have to fight back. You really have. It's like fighting for yourself. You're fighting for your soul. You're fighting for your future. You're fighting for your purpose. And those things are valid. They are valid. There is money. So you sacrifice something. You sacrifice a little to get a little. There's the time thing. Oh my goodness. I am one to talk. I have very little time, you know. But no one to do the things that then we get creative. Get creative as far as who will take care of the children, who will take care of the responsibilities that you have on your plate, that work project, you know, let me wake up at 4 a.m. and finish this work project in order to go to Glam this weekend. So those things are valid. I want these women to know that I hear you and I believe you. I believe you that these things are real. They're real challenges. I will say, though, to fight back, to fight for yourself, fight for your self-care, fight for your wholeness, fight for your future, fight for the things that you know God has created you to do, and not having the room to get some self-care and to listen to your life is keeping you from those things. So fight.
I love that. I mean, I even think about it. It's like fighting for yourself is never a losing battle. Like that just came to me as you're saying that. Like you always win when you fight for yourself. We fight for so many other people. We fight for so many other things. And this is the fight we should be in for our own self-care, our own wellness, our wholeness. So what parting words or just last comments do you have, or do you want to share with anybody that may be watching?
You know, I would say invest in you. You know, we invest in so many things. You know, we put money in the bank, we put money away.
Put money on our feet and our hair,
and we
on our
invest.
hands.
Exactly. Yes. We invest in so many things. I would say invest in you. And when you invest in you, the return is tenfold, when you invest in you, it positions you to have better relationship with your spouse, with your children, with yourself.
Yeah.
How about that? I know myself a little bit better,
Yeah.
I know me a little bit better. I hear me a little bit better. I'm honoring me a little bit better. I am promising me to listen to me a little bit better.
Yes.
Something ever happened to you and you're like, next time this ain't gonna happen,
Right? Daily. I probably have those moments.
Exactly. I'm like, okay, next time, note to self. So it's like you're investing in yourself so you can listen to yourself so that you can say, next time, I ain't gonna let this one go, So you're learning to listen to yourself. So invest in you.
Awesome. Well, I am so thrilled to have you at the event. I can't wait to hear what you'll be sharing with everyone. So for those of you who are watching, we would love to see you. And if you are catching this broadcast on November 9th, today is the last day for early bird registration. So make sure you get on it now.
Yes, get it.
And if not, we will still see you. We still have tickets available until December 1st. So thank you for tuning in. If you found anything wonderful, entertaining, worth sharing in this broadcast, please feel free to share it. You never know who might be a friend of yours on Facebook scrolling through their newsfeed who needs the Glam Getaway in their life. And how awesome would it be that just by you sharing it, you created that opportunity for them.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Thank you all, everyone, for watching. And I will be back with you tomorrow with another member of the Glam team. All right.
Yay. Bye.